Let's talk a little bit about the $1 billion morning. This is how killers start their day. Let's talk about how billionaires really start their day. It's not what you think. No meditation apps, no gratitude journals, no morning smoothies with 17 superfoods. They start with murder. They kill their calendars. They assassinate their assumptions and they slaughter their sacred cows. Killing creates kingdoms, eliminating earns empires, and deleting drives dynasties. I learned one thing sitting across from this billionaire at 5 a.m. in a diner, not a fancy restaurant, a diner. Eggs over easy and truth served raw. You know what separates people like me and people like you? He asked. I leaned in, ready for the secret. I start every day by deciding what I'm not going to do. Leaders don't solve problems, they slaughter the source of their problems with surgical precision. That conversation changed my life. But to understand why, you need to understand how I used to start my days. 4:30, wake up because every guru told me to. A few minutes later, meditate because every guru told me to. 5 o'clock, journal because every guru told me to. 5:30, exercise, which I hated every minute because every guru told me to. An hour later, I'd force myself to eat breakfast because every guru told me to. And then by 7 o'clock, I was ready to start work and I was already exhausted. I was following the morning routine that I'd read about from every guru. You know what I was building? A morning routine of mediocrity. You cannot get ahead doing the same thing as everyone else is doing. Busy is the cocaine of cowards. You feel productive while you're killing your profits. Busy breeds bankruptcy. Focus fuels fortune. Activity assassinates achievement. But I was addicted to the illusion of productivity, addicted to motion without momentum. Motion addicts die broke. Momentum makers mint millions. Here's what that billionaire taught me. Your morning isn't about what you add, it is about what you eliminate. So I rebuilt my mornings. I rebuilt them around elimination, and everything changed. Let me tell you about the killer's morning framework. 5 a.m., the elimination hour. I don't start with gratitude, I start with rage. Productive rage. I look at my life and ask what pisses me off about yesterday that I allowed to happen. That meeting that wasted 2 hours, dead. That client who pays late and complains early, dead. That project that's been almost done for 6 months, dead. Every morning, I commit murder, strategic murder. Your breakthrough is buried beneath the bullshit that you were too scared to slash. So here's my morning hit list. Number one, calendar crimes. I open my calendar and I play a game called What Would Happen If I Just Didn't. 80% of your calendar is a crime scene where productivity goes to die. Your calendar confesses what your PowerPoints pretend. Time tells the truth. Minutes make millionaires. Hours hold honesty. Every meeting is suspect. Every call is questioned. Every commitment is challenged. Is that a hell yes? No? Then it's deleted. Hell yes or hard no. Everything else is expensive excuses. Maybe means mediocrity. Commitment creates cash, and decision drives dynasties. Hit number two, the sacred cow slaughter. This is my favorite. Every business has sacred cows. Those things that you do because you've always done them. Those customers you keep because you've always kept them. Those products you offer because you've always offered them. Every morning, I pick one sacred cow and I ask, what if we killed it? Companies don't starve, they stuff themselves to strategic death. Gorge guarantees a grave. Diet drives dollars. And remember that less launches legends. You know what I discovered? Most sacred cows are just expensive pets eating your profits. Hit number three, the assumption assassination. We all operate on assumptions. Our customers need this, our market demands that. We have to do it this way. Every morning, I pick one assumption and I murder it. Customers need 24-hour support. Do they? Or do they need better products that don't break? We need to match competitor prices. Do we? Or do we need a different feature set, a different benefit set, so that price doesn't matter? We need to be on every platform, do we? Or do we need to dominate one? Different delivers dollars. Unique unleashes unicorns. And remember that weird wins wealth. Where are you cowardly copying when you should be courageously creating? 6 a.m., the focus formula. After the killing comes the choosing. This is where millionaires separate from billionaires. Millionaires have to-do lists. Billionaires have not to-do list. Your to-do list is a lie. Your stop doing list is your lottery ticket. I write down everything that I could do today. Everything. It's usually 30 to 50 items. And then I play the deletion game. Cross out everything that's maintenance. Cross out everything that's obligation. Cross out everything that's not directly connected to that one thing. The vital 20% that validates your existence. The trivial 80% just tricks you into extinction. What's left? Usually 3 to 5 items, and they get ranked by impact. Few funds fortunes. Many murders your momentum, and quality quashes quantity. But then comes the brutal part. I only do number one. Just one thing. But I do it with the intensity of 1,000 suns. Champions do not diversify. They deliberately dominate with demonic dedication. Obsession obliterates your opposition. Maniacs make millions, and focus forms your fortune. So, what magnificent mania will mint your millions? 7 o'clock hour, the energy equation. Here's what nobody understands about high performers. It's not about time management, it's about energy management. Your competition is not smarter. They just stop spreading themselves like peanut butter. You can work 16 hours a day at 20% energy or 4 hours a day at 100% energy. Which do you think creates more impact? So I manage energy, not time. No meetings before noon, ever. Morning energy is for creation, not conversation. That's how I used to run my business. Meetings murder momentum. Silence spawns success. And talks tank triumph. No email before I've completed that one thing. Email is other people's priorities delivered to your doorstep. I have 12,000 unread emails. Is that lazy or is that productive? No phone calls, no Slack, no distractions, just pure focused creation. Remember, focus forms fortunes. Intensity ignites your income, and concentration creates your cash. They are a laser and you're a light bulb. Who wins? You need to be the laser. The 8 a.m. hour, the momentum method. By 8 a.m., most people are just starting their day. I've already won mine. I've eliminated the unnecessary. I've identified the essential, and I've completed the critical. This creates momentum, and momentum is the real morning miracle. Motion means nothing. Momentum murders mediocrity, and progress pays you profits. When you start with wins, you create more wins. When you start with focus, you maintain focus. When you start with elimination, you continue eliminating. But here's where most people screw up. They think it is about working harder, and it's not. Exhaustion is not excellence. It's expensive ego eating your empire. Burnout breeds bankruptcy, but balance builds billions. Fortune favors the fresh, not the fried. Are you grinding yourself into a grave, or are you growing into greatness? Here's the afternoon advantage. By noon, I've done more than most people do in a week, not because I'm special, because I'm selective. Success is not skillful execution, it is savage selection of what matters. Choose your champions carefully. Selection spawns success, and picking powers your profits. The afternoon is for meetings if absolutely necessary. It's for emails if actually important. It's for administration if unavoidable. But the morning is for murder. Strategic, profitable murder. The evening evaluation. Every evening at 9 p.m., I do something that most people never do. I evaluate my deletions. What did I not do today that I would have done before? How much time did that save? What did I accomplish with that time instead? And what was the financial impact? You'd be shocked at the math. Every deletion creates space. Every elimination creates energy. Every murder creates money. Deletion drives dollars. Erasing earns equity. And subtracting spawns success. So what was the billionaire's secret? That billionaire in the diner, he told me something I'll never forget. Poor people add, rich people multiply, but billionaires subtract. Subtracting spawns success, minimizing makes millions, and remember that less launches legends. What you remove reveals your genius. He showed me his daily schedule, 3 things. That's it. 3 things for an entire billionaire's day. But what about everything else? I asked. What everything else? There's what matters and what doesn't. And he did what matters. Doing the wrong thing perfectly is still perfectly wrong. Right beats rapid every time. Purpose powers profits every time. Direction drives dollars every time. A fast car heading off a cliff arrives at a disaster quicker. Let's talk about the intelligence trap again. Now you might be thinking, but I'm smart. I can handle complexity. I can juggle multiple priorities. That's exactly what I thought. And that thinking kept me broke. Genius without guardrails guarantees grotesque, gruesome failure. Brilliant brains burned without brutal boundaries. You have to put them in. Focus fixes fools. Your IQ is killing you. Intelligence needs intensity, not infinity. The smarter you are, the more important elimination becomes. Why? because you can see every option, every possibility, every potential path. But 95% of your decisions don't matter. That 5% that do determine everything. Decisions will drive your destiny. Choice creates your kingdom. Moments make you the millions. So, what 5 choices will forge your future? Think about that. Let's talk about the compound effect of killing. Here's what happened when I implemented the killer's warning. Revenue up. Month 3, revenue up even more. Month 6, revenue outstanding. And after a year, I sold that business. Not because I added anything, but because I subtracted everything that didn't matter. Every task you kill creates space for cash to grow. But the real transformation wasn't even financial, it was psychological. When you start your day with elimination, you become elimination. When you practice saying no every morning, it becomes natural all day. When you murder mediocrity at dawn, excellence becomes automatic. Remember, losers love lists, and pruning powers profits. Let's talk about the 30-day killer challenge. Here's my challenge to you. For 30 days, become a morning killer. Week 1, kill 1 meeting every morning. Week 2, kill 1 project every morning. Week 3, kill 1 assumption every morning. And week 4, start killing 1 sacred cow every morning. Document what you kill. Track what grows in its place. Watch your income explode. Because here's the final truth. Success is not about doing more things right. It's about doing fewer things at all. Legends love less. Losers love list. Focus will form your fortune. The $1 billion morning is not about perfecting your routine. It's about perfecting your elimination. It is not about gratitude journals. It's about hit lists. It is not about adding habits. It is about subtracting habits. And it is not about doing more. It is about being more. Single shots succeed. Scatter spawns your suffering. And precision will pay you powerfully. Remember that snipers get rich and shotguns go broke. So tomorrow morning, when your alarm goes off, don't ask, what do I need to do today? Ask, what do I need to kill today? Because remember, killing creates kingdoms, and your kingdom is waiting. So what will you murder tomorrow?